Planet Zoo 2 was now finally announced, so let's look at the trailer or the teaser together and see what Planet Zoo 2 brings to the table. So let's dive straight in and look at the trailer together, and then we will discuss everything that we can see. Well, what an amazing announcement trailer this was. I literally gasped when I watched the trailer in the live stream. When the second the aquariums were shown, my mouth just gaped open. I was so excited for this. I really was wishing for aquariums in Planet Zoo 2, and I'm so extremely excited that we will get freshwater and also saltwater aquariums in Planet Zoo 2. And not only that, but we will also finally be getting proper flying birds. We will get smaller birds like the toucan, we will get big birds like the secretary. And this is such an anticipated feature or new animal or mechanic that Planet Zoo players were requesting for so long. Especially the secretary bird and also the shoebill were highly requested by the community, so I am so excited that we will get them in the next Planet Zoo game. Now let's go back to the trailer and see what exactly we can see and what maybe hidden details we can find. So let's dive back in and discuss this trailer. So let's dive back into the trailer and let's see what we can find. I can tell right away this scene, this very first frame that we have from the trailer, this was also a frame or a screenshot from the Planet Zoo announcement stream, or basically the 24 hours before we got the announcement trailer. And this scene was already in there, but it still was under construction. We could see there was like a bunch of clutter laying around. The O from Zoo was also laying down here, so I think that's just a really beautiful small detail that they basically showed the zoo under construction in the 24 hours before the announcement, and then we can see the final result. And also I can tell straight away that for Planet Zoo the base animal or head animal was the lion, and this time it will be the tiger. And of course we can see a tiger statue right here in the front of the zoo and in the very first frame from the announcement trailer. So let's skip forward and see what else we can find. And this also was such a beautiful model. I did not expect anything less from Frontier this time, that the animals will look so nice. We all know, or everyone that has played Planet Zoo knows what the animals from the very beginning, or basically from the base game, looked like, and what the animals from the latest DLC looked like. And there was like such a big difference. So I didn't expect anything less than Frontier to improve all of the basic animals like tigers, lions, giraffes, elephants and stuff like that we will surely get also in the next game, to them get finally a proper redesign. And they look absolutely gorgeous just from the trailers that we can see, the couple of animals. And only I can only say that I really like the models, and I was so excited to see more of these beautiful game models of the animals. But I have to say the guests look just the same as the last game, but honestly I don't really care. If you know me for a little bit, you know that I entirely only play sandbox in my channel, or basically in all my YouTube videos. You will only see the zoo and the animals and never any guests, because I just don't let them into my zoos. So I honestly don't really care what the guests look like. And I also saw someone say that making the guests look realistic might make them look more horrendous, like in Jurassic World Evolution 3. The guest models are just not that beautiful, so I honestly don't really mind that they still look really cartoonish, the guests. I honestly kind of like this style, and it's just really fitting for the Planet Zoo style, so I just don't mind that they look just the same as last time. Maybe a little bit improved, but still the same style of the model or the animation, so I don't mind that they still look like that. And let me tell you, when I saw this frame, when I was watching the announcement trailer, I was so excited. My mouth just fell open. I gasped. I was so excited to see aquariums. I have wished for aquariums for so long, or I was wishing that we would get aquariums in Planet Zoo 2, or maybe even like a Planet Aquarium, like a couple of months or maybe even years ago, when Planet Zoo was very far in the distance, the second part of it. So I was so stoked to see that we will get aquariums in this game, and these also look so fantastic. It also looks absolutely ginormous. It's not only that we can have like very small aquariums, but look at this tank. It is absolutely gigantic. And I absolutely love it. And I can already see like a bunch of different fish models, and we can also see a turtle. So we have these yellow fish here, some smaller schooling fish here, slightly bigger ones. They also look a little bit different, but they could be the same one as the ones in the front. And then this beautiful fish model, and I am very sure that we will get a bunch more of different fishes and other aquatic species. I will also go later to the official website from Planet Zoo 2, and we will see what else we can find from the website that will be included in the game that was actually not shown in the announcement trailer. But let's continue. Also, I just think it's so cool that the staff member or the zookeeper is like diving around there in this suit, especially with this like bubble head. I don't know what exactly it is called, but I just think it looks super cool. Also, I can see a bunch of different corals and plants, underwater plants. They just look really gorgeous, and I am also really excited to see at some point how the aquariums will work, if they are more like just ginormous vivariums, or if we can actually fill up a tank that we build our own with like glass pieces and fill it up with water and then place down the aquatic animals. I am really excited for that. I am not quite sure how it will look in the end, but I think this will be such an awesome feature, and I am just really excited to find out how the aquariums will later work. Also here we can see the elephant, and this looks just so good. The elephant from Planet Zoo was like quite flat and cartoonish, but this one looks so nice. It has all these little ridges and bumps, and I can just tell there was so much love pouring into the model of the elephant, and truly it is such an iconic animal, so it just had to be a really great model, and I can see the improvement. It is absolutely fantastic. I can even see the little hairs there in the back from the tail. everything just looks phenomenal. Also, this animal model just looks so nice. Like, look at all these ridges and the fur, the hair, everything just looks really nice. Here I could also tell this picture is not really good, but the rocks basically look the same as in the last game, but I feel like they might be also improved just a little bit. I feel like they look a little bit more realistic, and also the singular pieces just blend in much better than before. Maybe the person that built this just was really good at placing down the rocks together so they look blended, but I feel like in this picture everything looks just like one piece and not like all the different pieces together. I mean, I might be wrong and this is actually just one piece, but I would actually think that those are just several rock pieces placed together to create this bridge. Also, when I saw the model of this crocodile, I was so stoked. Like, look at how beautiful all the scales look. I also just like how it is a little bit more chunky. I just absolutely adore this. I personally adore reptiles in general, so no wonder, but I feel like this one just looks super beautiful. And here we can also see that we have this ginormous aviary in here, and that we can see the flying toucans in there. And this really looks like a entrance to like a walkthrough habitat. We did have like walkthrough habitats and also these walkthrough exhibits in Planet Zoo, so I am excited how this one will work. But we will actually read something about it on the website of Planet Zoo too, so let's get back to it when we look at the website. And look at these toucan models. They are just so adorable, beautiful. I love how the feathers look. It just looks so detailed and I absolutely adore them. They're just hopping around here, flying everywhere. This will be absolutely gorgeous. And then of course we have this beautiful secretary bird. Look at how beautiful everything here looks. The feathers, everything, the face, it is so extremely detailed. Even here, the tree, you can tell, is so detailed. I just absolutely love it. And I have to say, this announcement trailer was really awesome. It definitely busted all of my expectations for this game, so I absolutely adore this trailer. Also, this picture looks so good. We can see how the water looks, the little rocks, all the trees and bushes and grasses, everything just looks so beautiful, and I am really excited to start this game at some point. And not only did we get these awesome trailer, we also got a couple of screenshots that you can see, for example, on Steam or on the Planet Zoo website, that are just absolutely beautiful. They show some of the models, some older animals, some new animals, some fish that we get, and also of course the birds. So let's see what else we can find on the official Planet Zoo 2 website. So right in the beginning we can see a little overview over the features, and of course the ultimate zoo simulation is the first one. Build your very own zoo from the ground up as you construct habitats, care for realistically simulated animals and manage day-to-day operations. Or inspiring animals. Fill your zoo with an iconic cast of animals that feel more alive than ever before. Build and manage the ultimate zoo. Build the zoo of your dream across multiple biomes as you manage day-to-day zoo life. Nurture and release and conserve. Step beyond your zoo and manage conservation efforts around the world. So basically we can see we have the regular base game feature where we can build our own zoo. Then from here we can tell that the iconic animals will surely be placed in the game, and they will even feel more alive than ever before. So we can be excited for new animations, new mechanics, how the animals react with their surrounding, with guests, with other animals and stuff like that. So we hopefully will get a bunch of new different animations. Then surely for all the franchise and career players, you can manage your own zoo. And then we will also get some sort of conservation effort. So not only the zoo, but we can actually try to like breed animals and release them back into the wild. For example, this is what I can just imagine from this little teaser that we have. So we will get another mechanic next to the regular franchise or career mode. So we will also get like a sort of a conservation mode. And if we go further down, we can see the themes over here, but I will go there in a little bit. And then here, sure, the ultimate zoo simulation where we can conserve, create and manage. So basically everything that we know from the regular Planet Zoo game. And then of course we finally have aquatic animals or aquariums. And here it says, prepare your diving suit. A new world beneath the water awaits. A fully aquatic species make their debut in stunning detail. Build spectacular freshwater and saltwater custom aquariums, making sure to keep things sparklingly clean with filtration systems and provide easy access for your keepers to dive into animal care. So not only do we get the saltwater aquatic animals species that we saw in the trailer, but we will also get freshwater aquariums or species. And I know a lot of people just absolutely love saltwater, but personally I also adore freshwater species, maybe because I have freshwater tanks on my own. Maybe I'm just a little bit biased with this one. Sure, I do love like ocean species or saltwater species, but I am also very excited for the freshwater ones, and we haven't seen anything about them yet, so I am extremely excited for the freshwater ones. And then here again, awe-inspiring animals. Discover a diverse roster of amazing animal species, each with their own unique needs and behaviors. New faces join familiar favorites to create iconic zoo lineups in jaw-dropping detail, from high-fidelity fur, feathers and scales through to authentic breathing and sounds. So basically everything will be reworked, the look, the models, the behavior, even the sound and breathing mechanics. I am not quite sure if we could see breathing in Planet Zoo now that I'm talking about it, but I don't think so, and maybe they will add this. I'm excited what it will look like and to see like actual gameplay or actually seeing the animal inside the game, how it reacts. Because surely in the announcement trailers they do react differently, or they are like animated to like walk around or anything in a specific way. So to actually see in-game footage will be extremely exciting, or actually testing out and seeing what the animals do in the game will be very exciting. And of course also the flying animals, our birds that we were requesting for so long, are finally in Planet Zoo 2. Soar to great heights. A diverse mix of bright and brilliant flying animals make their debut in Planet Zoo 2, including the vibrant toko toucan and majestic secretary bird. Manage their dynamic behaviors on the ground and in the sky as they glide around fully customizable aviaries built from barriers, support poles and dynamic mesh covers. So what I understand from this sentence, basically that we can almost build a regular habitat, then put in the support poles, and the mesh that is surrounding the whole habitat will be dynamic, which means that the game itself will place down the mesh in a way that it makes sense, or like automatically places down the mesh. So I am really excited for this one, because I know that building aviaries in Planet Zoo 2 was kind of hard if you wanted to make them look really nice and a little more intricate, because you will need a lot of pieces, a lot of patience to build them. So now having them be placed down dynamically or automatically will be really awesome. And we could also tell from the announcement trailer that they are also quite ginormous. So I think you will basically have no limitation on how big you can make your aviaries. Then again, build and manage the ultimate zoo. Not only the creativity with the building, you can also manage everything and connect again through the workshop, so we will be able to make blueprints and upload them on the Steam workshop. And here we can see a little bit more about the new feature, wildlife reserves. Conservation goes beyond your zoo. Design, rewild and observe a network of entirely natural homes that allow your animals to thrive, all whilst maintaining a minimal staff presence. Conduct research and conservation projects in your wildlife researches to improve your zoos, creating better habitats and a wilder world for all. So we can basically tell that we will probably be in like a conservation program where we can breed the animals, care for them, and then place them back into the wild, or more of like a conservation park maybe. So it will not be like a actual zoo, but maybe like a safari. I'm also can imagine that we might be able to get some guests with only like safari tours, but maybe even not, and this is just for the conservation and breeding and caring for the animals. So I'm excited to see what this brings, but honestly, since I'm a sandbox player, I might not be looking into that too deeply. But I think this will be interesting for a lot of other players that are more into franchise and career building. Nurture, release and conserve. Conservation goes further than your zoo. Take on conservation projects and meet specific requirements to release your animals into fully customizable, expansive wildlife research across the globe in living ecosystems created by you. So I can imagine that we will have like different areas where we can place our animals. And here it also says living, breathing environments. Turn over a new leaf as you run your zoo and wildlife reserves throughout the changing seasons, weather conditions and longer in-game years. And here we can even slide around and see the weather changes. Nurture for life. Lead conservation efforts for incredible animals, supporting them from very first moments through to the release into the wild. So basically what I was thinking about. And here we are back at the themes, and I can imagine that the themes are kind of new and will replace the continents that we have. So before we had like Europe, South America, North America, Africa and stuff like that. So basically all the continents, and we could build on the maps of the continents. And I can imagine maybe they are just calling them like that in here on their website, but I can also imagine that we will go away from the continents and be in like the regular planet world, and then north, east, south and west. So let's see what we can have here. The planet, packed with an essential for any zoo, including returning favorites from Planet Zoo. The planet theme has everything you need to get your zoo started. North, hardy and robust. The North theme brings the rugged scenery of the northern hemisphere's colder regions to your zoo. East, exotic, bright and tranquil. The East theme is packed with scenery to make your zoo into the ultimate tropical paradise. South, wild at heart. The South theme features organic and elegant scenery that gets back to nature. And finally, West, the homely and temperate scenery of the West theme brings the pastoral to your zoos, creating classic and timeless vistas. So I can think that basically planet is new or replacing Europe. North will most likely be North America. East will be like Asia, Southeast Asia. The South will be replacing Africa. And West could be also maybe some parts of Asia, or possibly also North America, sort of. I feel like West and North can be relatively similar, or North might be more like Scandinavian countries, like the Icelandic countries and stuff like that, and West might be more of North America, but we will see later in the game. And then the game modes: career, sandbox, franchise, like we used to. And also, if you haven't seen the website, you can join the mailing list for an exclusive in-game reward, so you will get this beautiful statue in your game. So we've basically looked at everything, all the gaming modes. We talked about them earlier, but I think you can see a little bit more here if you are interested. And then also the Zoopedia is still like basically closed. We can see some of these pictures of animals that we've seen in the trailer already, and I think this one will also be like the animal signs that we get in the game, because the style really reminds me of the signs that we had in Planet Zoo. So I think you can subscribe here so you will be notified when the Zoopedia will be released, and you can also surely pre-order this game here. Also in the news, basically the game was just released, so we don't have any new news. And then in the gallery you can see a bunch of screenshots. I showed you a couple of them before. You can see all of them here. And under downloads you can also get wallpapers for your PC, for your phone, of this like framework for the tiger picture, or like the one picture that will stand for Planet Zoo 2. And of course here you can already pre-order Planet Zoo 2 as the standard edition or the deluxe edition that will have some extras for you prepared. And if you scroll down a little bit here, we can already see a couple of animations here. So here we can see the tiger, I guess it's supposed to be yawning or growling. I'm not entirely sure. In the beginning it looked like a growl, at the end it kind of looks like a yawn. Maybe it is because I don't have any sound, so it does look a little bit weird, but I have to say that the animal model looks absolutely gorgeous. I think here it looks even better in the trailer. And down here we can see the iconic elephant with a little baby interacting with one another, and I just think this will be so cute. To all the people that are also playing Jurassic World Evolution 3, we know that the babies and interacting with the babies is top notch, so I'm really excited to see all of that also in Planet Zoo. And then of course we can build in this game. Maybe we will even be able to do dioramas. That would be really nice, because I definitely want to go into dioramas. And then we have the stuff. They look a little bit differently. I feel like the clothes do look a little bit more like detailed, definitely compared to the guests that we could see in the trailer. And at the very bottom again some of the screenshots that we've shown, and this beautiful game will be available by the 13th of October this year. So I can already tell this game will be my all-time favorite of this year, and definitely my personal game of this year. And that was it for the very first deep dive into the announcement trailer and on the website of Planet Zoo 2. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the trailer, the website, the whole game in itself, and how excited you are for this game. In a little less than 5 months you will see me play again in Planet Zoo and build awesome habitats and zoos. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this breakdown of everything that we can tell from the trailer and the website, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the very first video from Planet Zoo 2 gameplay or any other announcement videos that I might be doing in the future, depending what Frontier will give us more for this game. So I hope to see you in the next videos, and to hopefully see you very soon for the next Planet Zoo themed videos, and I hope to see you in the next ones. Until then, bye guys!